said watching 911. But how y'all doing today? Dynamite was great this past Wednesday. We can get into that right now if y'all want to. Start with Dynamite, talk about that. The first match, the Mercedes Monet, Athena, and the Owen Hart Foundation Cup for the women's. That was a really good match. I feel like it really could have went either way. I didn't like the ending, not because Mercedes won, but because of the way she won. I was like, you can. I don't really like roll up finishes in general. Like, just had a person win clean.
I think it
I
was.
thought that shit was good. Oh, you got it.
No, I think that shit was top tier, bro. The only she didn't look weak by losing at all. Um, I think they should have did an interference though. Since she a heel, you can get away with that type of shit. Just have an interference, and then it ain't really no questions asked. Why did this happen? Because I'm a heel and I got a friend. That's why, you know.
I thought
So
I thought what they was gonna do. I thought Harley Cameron was gonna interfere since they been building something with her and Mercedes. Because obviously they had the match, but you could have Mercedes trying to take Harley Cameron under her wing, kind of how the thing they're doing with Billy Sharks and Ring of Honor. I thought they would have did something like that since she lost last week.
black women shit, just whatever you want to call it, but two black women getting down like that and they both being champions, I think that's pretty dope. You know what I mean? Like, and they
Yeah,
both at the top of their game too, so it's not just like it's a black champion and a has been type. You know what I mean? They both at the top of their
Hmm.
game. So yeah,
I thought, shit, man. It started the way it started off. I was kind of worried, bro. I don't like chain wrestling, cool, but like they was fucking going up all the way to the top of the entrance. I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
that
please
was
don't do no
unnecessary.
goofy shit, bro. That shit was goofy as fuck, but they picked it up. So I was cool with it, bro. I mean, I thought Tony what they could have did. Tony Storm interfered, slapped the hell out of Mercedes Monet, let Athena get the win, let Athena lose to Tony Storm at All In, and then going into the next year, we could do Tony versus Mercedes Monet. But I don't see Mercedes Monet losing this shit. Like, who? If Jamie Hayter beat Mercedes Monet, bro, that shouldn't be her first loss. I'm sorry, singles loss. Fuck that. Mm-mm.
is she gonna drop it to Tony Storm though?
I don't think they're gonna put all the belts on the line. I don't think. I think it's just Tony Storm shit gonna be on the line. Mercedes Monet gonna have 6 belts and niggas gonna be mad as fuck. That shit gonna be crazy, bro. Hopefully she lose the TBS before then, though. I don't need to see that. She not Kenny Omega, bro. I don't need to see that bullshit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What if Mercedes?
Uh,
She
wh-
like, what if
Hmm.
Mercedes like, I don't really care about these belts no more, and she just give them up? Because realistically, because how she gonna lose 4 titles?
She could lose them shits like the Japan shits. She could drop them shits, but she can't if she loses them outside of AEW.
for
That
two,
still don't count as a
and
loss
then
in AEW.
Yeah,
whatever
that's
she left off with.
Let shit. Real talk. I ain't gonna hold you. Let Megan Bain take one. Let everybody who need to have a belt. Let them just take one of them pity pat ass belts, and they can just walk around with the motherfuckers, even though they not of value to AEW. But Megan Bain with the British strong, whichever one is the blue one, Megan Bain with that shit will look fire, bro. Fuck it. I don't like because y'all not giving her no other belt. So what else you gonna do? We don't need no more women's championships. So them having two is perfect. Like the men, they got fucking like 7, but the women having two, that shit seems to be working. And then eventually they're gonna have a tag team championship for sure. That's what I think.
Leave her with two, and then the rest just kind of go wherever they go.
What? This nigga always coming to chat on some bullshit, bro. Like, that shit just threw me all off, bro.
uh,
But nah, for sure. The New Japan belt is probably the most important. The one with the pink strap, I think, right? I think
yeah,
that's the most important one.
yeah,
That
that's
and TBS, cool.
yeah. What y'all think of the Hangman segment with him and the Elite with Okada and them? I thought it was interesting. I don't know.
That shit was
I,
funny.
It
I
was
think
funny.
Heyman is a for real star, but I don't know. We had this discussion before, not necessarily about him, but like basically if you take a main character and you put them in another brand, where in the card did they go? And I think Handmaid Page, he goes to the top of any card of any promo. I think that he's that good. I think he got the look. I think he got the move set. He got the promo. He got the history, and he got the title reigns, and he got the ability to be heel and face.
Yeah, I think
Cowboy
Heyman.
is the truth.
Yeah, I think he could work anywhere. Like no matter what company he go to, he'll be a star wherever he is. It's like, hey man, he can definitely establish himself as one of those guys.
Mhm.
I like him for AEW though. I think everything that he's about is like AEW. I think if he went to like WWE, they'll try to make him how Dean Ambrose was, basically.
I don't think
I think
Heyman
they could.
goes for that because he already declined WWE. So, because he wanted to be a part of the start of AEW. Like them, Kenny Omega and the Bucks, you're not gonna see them in WWE. Like I don't think that's a possibility.
I think they could book. I think they could book. Uh, Cowboy and Strickland on a long term level of Stone Cold and The Rock, bro, and had a version of it.
They they kind of remind me of what WWE did with the Bar with Sheamus and Cesaro. I think they're gonna go that route. Like they done had the matches already, and then you make them a tag team because they grow that mutual respect for each other. Like I think if they tell that story with the Elite, then I'm not too mad about Swerve losing. It's just the fact that Moxley still has the belt.
Yeah,
Sick of that bullshit, bro. What like why the nigga can't walk out with the? I don't understand. The nigga can't walk out with the fucking belt, bro. If he just had the belt, I will stop complaining. But this nigga with
he ain't even
that
got to
shit,
hold it. Somebody could just hold it for him and shit. If he that player,
Yeah,
you know what I
I
mean.
mean
But I
that's what
want
you
to see
got.
it.
Oh,
Shorty
that's
could
what you
hold it.
have Marina Shafir for because she obviously can't wrestle.
Exactly. She goofy as hell. First, she looked too much like Camille number one. So niggas always get them confused. One of them got to get the fuck up out of here, man. They got to move around. Cause I'm like, is that
She
Camille? Oh nah.
she almost killed Willow with that power bomb. That
But
that was bad.
I like what I'm seeing out of Willow though. I really do.
Yeah,
Which makes me kind of think maybe they do need another belt, bro. It's too many. Willow, Statlander, Thunder Rosa, fucking Britt Baker not even active right now. So it's too many people. That's like if you let Mercedes Moné keep holding the belt, these motherfuckers are never. Julia Hart. It's too many niggas to not hold the belt. Like they got to fix that shit.
yeah. It's like I could see them adding women's tag team titles at some point, but they don't need another singles championship. I can just see the tag team titles in the future. I feel like AEW gonna do it.
They need to unify the men's championships too. I'm sorry, because the international and the continental, we don't need both of them bullshits, bro.
They
Just
should
do
have
one.
nah, but they should.
I don't mind them both. I
Yeah, I don't
don't.
mind
To me,
any.
I will usually say I do mind, but seeing that I like who both of the people is, I think it's all right. Like if they had two jobbers with them, then I'll probably say no. But I can take Okada and Kenny Omega as champions at the same time. I could take that.
Now, what I want if they gonna do Kenny Omega and Okada again, I want a Ricochet to have a belt because we really don't need a unification match.
That's what it's looking like. It's looking like I can see the elite Young Bucks of Okada versus Kenny Omega, Swerve, and Hangman. And then them niggas go after the what you call it belts. Them niggas go after the other belts. Some shit like that. I wouldn't mind her syndicate losing to the Young Bucks because they'll make the Young Bucks more heels. And then people will start cheering for the Hurt Syndicate because they lost to these goofy motherfuckers.
I feel like the Hurt Syndicate should win because imagine what that'll do for them as a tag team, them being the Young Bucks. Because some of the teams they facing now, they not like who they just faced the Gates of Agony.
The
We not
black niggas, yep.
nobody taking them serious.
What they say is fake Jacob 2 and Roman Reigns. I think the funny ass thing with them.
Bro, that's funny.
Jules said, "How do you feel about Mercedes booking? People keep calling her Hogan for some reason."
I'm
I
tired of
mean,
that bullshit.
the internet gonna say what they want to. I'm gonna tell you this: when she come out to the arena, and it's not just in Boston, we all can CEO. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Every time somebody winning, niggas is Hogan. Niggas is Hogan. Was Roman Reigns Hogan? Was John Cena Hogan? Every time a nigga, every time it's somebody that niggas don't like, they're Hogan. But when they favor winning, oh, that's just good ass booking. I don't hear that bullshit,
And
bro.
these companies
Come
go off
on.
what they see from the live reactions. Because when I was at AEW, nigga, we was all up on our feet chanting for Mercedes when she came out. So I'm just leaving it at that.
Was Jade Cargill Hogan? She still got the fucking record for longest TBS champion? Was she Hogan? Is Athena Hogan? Like fuck out of here. Niggas do not say that about Athena. Athena about to hold that bitch for 1,000 days. Like niggas need to stop the bullshit for real, for real.
Does Ring of Honor come on TV or no? It's just online.
I think it's
Mm-mm.
online.
I thought they were supposed to get a TV deal. I don't know what's going on. I guess that shit didn't go through. I mean, bro, here's my thing. Y'all got HBO Max or Max. Just put that shit on Max. I like what the fuck is going on? Put it on Max. That shit would get way more views.
And Jules said you think Goldberg should have a stint in AEW. No, he should stay at home.
Nah,
I
he
mean,
done.
don't read the rest of that. He should just stay retired.
A stint in AEW and do what?
He said a match against Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm not trying to see that.
Nah. Speaking of which, that nigga, I'm like they chose the right person to get the belt, so I'm not mad at that.
But
Yeah, that
that,
was a good moment.
yeah, the match with Hangman and Josh Alexander was good too. Josh Alexander, he couldn't win. It wouldn't have made sense. Him losing did more for his character than him winning would have did. Because him losing, it's like, oh, he lost on the roll up, and now this is his debut match, and he talking to Don Callis, and it's like, and Don Callis said a few weeks ago that he was looking for new members, so you get the newest debut member on the AEW roster. Here, like I'm thinking who, because Kyle Fletcher he fight Hangman, so I'm thinking that Josh Alexander gonna cost Hangman and then run that back again. Like him losing did more for his character and it got him in the Don Callis family. Hangman taking that loss wouldn't have made sense.
Dan Callis is goaded to me.
I think that's the best. I think that's the best faction in AEW to me, besides the Hurt Syndicate. I don't give a fuck with nobody. That them niggas cold, bro. When they come out together.
You already know how I feel about Takash. He's super saucy. He reminds me of like a type of cat who would be like on Bloodsport or some shit, like a final boss of like a karate tournament or some shit. You know, just the in 80s player and shit. He just come in and just fuck shit up. That's the vibe he puts.
Yeah, I fuck with him more than Okada in AEW. I'm sorry. That shit yesterday was that the bitch shit is funny, but that nigga colder than Okada in AEW. Not overall, but in AEW, that nigga look way more menacing. Okada character, I don't like his character in AEW like that. He can still wrestle though, but
Did y'all see the Christian segment with him and Nick Wayne? When Nick Wayne was talking, then Christian appeared in the background. Did that match happen yet on Collision with him and with Nick Wayne and Commander?
I missed the beginning of
Uh,
Collision.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow because because I don't really watch Ring of Honor, so I don't know if Commander losing would really mean anything. Because he do got the TV title for Ring of Honor.
Nick Wayne is dope to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Nick Wayne win a title, but I don't know what it really does right now.
What y'all think of the Will Ospreay and Takashi match?
Shit was cold to me. I knew the nigga was going, but they made it kind of obvious that the nigga was gonna win because the nigga not gonna go against Kyle Fletcher because they bought part of the same shit. So it's kind of like, oh boy, but it was still a good ass match though. Well, Osprey, bro. Well, Osprey top 3, bro. I don't care what nobody say in the world. He top 3 to me.
I was going to let me finish because I was going to say not necessarily that, but if because he got the look, he got the passion, he got the promo, he got the skill set. If he did 2 things, he would be top 5 both organizations. 1, learn and sell for other people, and for 2, learn to turn his pace down. Because if he can do, it's more is less sometimes. I mean, less is more sometimes. So if he got 50 spots in the match, he need to cut it down to 20 spots and pick the tightest ones and sell for other people. Everything else, bro, he go right to the top, bro. That no selling shit, it brings it down because it 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 makes his matches entertaining bouts when they could look like good entertaining fights.
As far as the
And
match,
that small tweak would end all of that.
I enjoyed the match last night, but I do have mixed opinions. Because I think Takeshi should have won. I really want to see the story of him and Cal Fletcher in the finals. I felt like that would have been the better story to tell in that tournament. And I guess it's just their excuse to do Osprey and Cal Fletcher a third time. Cal Fletcher better win too, but it was a good match. But it did drag. It felt like a drag, and maybe that's because it wasn't the main event. Because I feel like it was just in a weird spot on the card last night, being right before the match with the Ops and the Death Riders. Because that got you the moment, but that match wasn't as good as the match with Osprey. But the no selling that and the constant finishers that got kind of annoying at a point. But it was a good match.
You just got to learn how to just tone it down, bro. Like, you know, because it's obvious that he's just a selfish wrestler. He just want to get his shit off, and that it don't matter how you look, as long as he get his shit off, he good. But that's not always good for the viewer, though. You know,
Takeshi looked really good in the match, though. He definitely got potential. I still think he got one of them New Japan titles too. So he still, like, he didn't look weaker than in the loss, but it's like it gets to a point where it's like, do we have to see this every time?
yeah.
I'm tired. I'm tired of like that nigga. I think, bro. I don't know what it is, but it seemed like they choosing the wrong motherfuckers. Sometimes they choosing the wrong motherfuckers. It feel like Adam. I fuck with Adam Cole, and they just finished his match. But I'm kind of like, I don't really think he needed that shit. I kind of think these niggas should have won the trio championships and then just dropped them bitches. If anything, like Undisputed Kingdom, them niggas not that cold in AEW. Like they kind of exposed what might have happened if they went to the main roster low key. They kind of like they kind of look weak as fuck to me, bro. Like
Adam Cole
But I
was
like both. But I like both of them. I like both. They say their names, Kyle and whatever.
Kyle
Both
O'Reilly
they,
and
but
Roger
they got the
Strong.
coldest move sets though, bro. To me,
So
they got
Roger Strong was going crazy in NXT. They sleep on him the most, I think.
cold move sets.
and Jules said if Darby survives Mount Everest, he deserves the world title. No, he don't. This dumbass shows a mountain over a world title. I don't
He
want to
don't
see him get the
deserve
title now.
shit.
You could have been had the world title and you want to climb a mountain. He gonna get it to have it for like a month, but it only made sense if he beat Moxley, but he's not keeping it that long and Darby not climbing Mount Everest that fast. So climb your mountain and have fun. You're not getting this world title.
I'm hoping for the best for him, but he's a dumb son of a bitch. I don't care what nobody say.
And mind you, the first time he tried to climb Mount Everest, he got hit by a bus, so it had to be pushed back.
That nigga, that follow your dream shit is cool, but nigga, you can be the AEW champion first, then climb that shit. Why the fuck? If the boss told you, nigga, I'm about to put the strap on you. Nah, bro, I gotta go climb this mountain real quick. I'd be like, all right, bitch, go. See you later.
He's not getting that world
Next.
He that type of cat though. I know cats like that. Not necessarily that want to do Mount Everest in particular, but just to where they shit. Whatever you feel, what they got on their agenda is they shit. They don't give a fuck. That's how they want to do
Yeah,
it.
that shit to swerve, man. It's some bullshit.
It should have. Now Christian should have had it. It should have been
Yeah.
winning and Christian cashing in after the match. It was right there.
So let me ask y'all this: do y'all think it's over for Christian now, or do y'all think they can rebuild him and give it to him somewhere down the line? Or you think his shit
It's
just
over.
gone?
That nigga tag team champ. Once Edge come back, tag team division.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna get the tag titles.
But that's stupid though. Like why not give him that rub just for that minute? Like,
I mean, I agree with you, but I think that's what they finna do because it looks like Nick Wayne finna turn on Christian. then he gonna need somebody to be by his side, and who else other than Edge, who's his best friend? So it's like it's stupid because Christian should have had a good world title reign, but they fumbled that by keeping the title on Mox, and that's hurting a lot of people by doing that. So it's looking like Christian and Edge just gonna be a tag team again. And that's how they're gonna end their careers.
Let me say this: they fumbled it heavy. You know how they fumbled it hella heavy? Because they even created an opportunity to fix it and still fumbled it.
Exactly.
Yep.
They created an opportunity that they could have fixed it, and they still did. Man,
Because if Swerve isn't able to, okay, Christian, you can make the argument he's old, whatever. If Swerve's a younger talent and he can't win it, then how are you gonna convince me that Will Ospreay can win it? But I want Kyle Fletcher to win this tournament. I want him to be the world champion. I feel like that would, like, Will Ospreay don't need a world title. He'll get one, but he don't need to win the tournament because he's an established star already. He could ask for a title shot tomorrow and get it. But I think it'll do more for Kyle Fletcher if he was the one to win this tournament because it'll help his career. It'll establish Don Callis family more. I think that'll make a lot of sense in my opinion.
Take a risk, bro. Like, do Hill versus Hill. Fuck it, bro. Nigga. I don't understand, nigga. This isn't the fucking 1980s good guy versus bad guy. Take the fucking chance. The Don Callis family versus the Death Riders. That makes sense. Them niggas gonna come help Kyle Fletcher win, and John Moxley cannot pull that bullshit no more, bro. Like, Will Ospreay don't got no. Why Kenny Omega gonna go help this nigga for? He got his own shit to deal with. Like, who gonna help that nigga?
The way the Death Rider story should end, they should turn Pac's injury and make that an angle. Like, obviously he's out right now, but make that the cause of why the Death Riders make that their downfall. Because of Pac's injury, they start losing all the time. Because he was the one who was keeping everything together.
You gotta watch. Hey, you gotta watch this. You gotta rewatch this. They might have added to what you just said, but I think it's gonna be somebody else. So you gotta watch this shit.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow for sure.
That's the direct. They're going in a similar direction, but it might not be him. It might be somebody else.
That's interesting. Okay, but we talked about the Hurt Syndicate earlier, but their match with the Gates of Agony. First of all, getting a title shot for beating jobbers is crazy to me, especially when you had a 4-match winning streak that wasn't televised. But the match was still good. But what I wanted to talk about is that segment after with MJF. I like the story with MJF and Hurt Syndicate. It's funny, it's comedy, and it's sports entertainment at the end of the day, and I'm thoroughly entertained by it.
Real fast though. What do y'all think about the Gates of Agony? Do y'all think if they were booked right, they could be potential main eventers?
Yeah. I like what I saw in that match last night, but I would have to see more to answer that question. Because the only other match that I remember them having was against two jobbers on Collision. So it's like they look good last night against a great tag team. So they do look good. I would just have to see more before I can make that assessment.
Both them cats follow me on the gram too, so shout out to them.
Tag team wise, them niggas straight. I liked when Leo Rush and the other nigga was a part of the when there was a whole stable. I thought they could have been something. When it was with Top Flight.
The one nigga that looked like Roman Reigns, he is funny though. I like his promos.
Yeah, they tag team division kind of weird. I think the weakest thing about AEW to me might be the tag team division because outside of the Hurt Syndicate, the Young Bucks, after that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Why Private Party just disappeared?
They got their ass whooped. They done. The party over, motherfucker.
They didn't even have to do the rematch, but they could still be on TV. Like they just disappeared.
Nigga, the lights turned on. Nigga, it's over for them niggas. Take y'all last. Go to Ring of Honor with that bullshit, nigga. Shit. It would be cool. Ring of Honor tag team champions work their way back up. Cause ain't Dustin Rhodes still the champion with Is that Sammy or he with the other?
Yeah, that's Sammy Guevara. But why is Sammy Guevara in the Ring of Honor?
Yeah, get them niggas up out of there, bro. Bring them niggas up.
Yeah, that's. I'm with what you call it, Dustin having the double titles though.
No, that is cold.
Especially if the only reason why it ain't cold is because we don't see it on TV. If we see it on TV, then we'll really recognize how cold it is.
Wella said, "Give Jay White the world title." Well, missed opportunity because they had that chance. I'm telling you, Mox having the title is messing a lot of stuff up now. He could have beat MJF realistically instead of Samoa Joe. I think Jay White beating MJF when he was the world champion would have made more sense. At first, I didn't see it because I am an MJF fan, but now looking back at it, Jay White winning would have made more sense than Samoa Joe, especially with Adam Cole being revealed as the devil.
To be honest, though, I think Jay White. I'm not saying I want him the job, but I think he has enough of the things that he needs that they can rebuild him in to be main event if they really need to. I don't think it'll be a stretch. You know what I'm saying? Give him back that bang bang fucking entrance. You know
That shit was one of the best. When them three niggas was in the circle and shit, bro, that shit was fucking hard, bro. That was one of my favorite entrances I ever seen, bro. That shit was dope as hell. The other niggas spit out the water, the other niggas shooting shit. That shit was hard. But the AEW problem is, bro, they need to establish stop. They be getting niggas hopes up. There's too many niggas that's like, ooh, this nigga the world champion. This nigga the world champion. Nah, bro. In WWE, at least you know that certain motherfuckers is not getting the belt unless they get Money in the Bank, King of the Ring, or they get a random one-off title match. AEW got so many niggas that's like, this nigga should be champion. That nigga should be champion. Nah, nigga, tell me that Jay White is a mid-carder. Tell me that MJF is now in the mid. Tell me that these niggas is in the mid card, because now it's kind of like, so what the fuck Swerve gonna do? Swerve coming out popping champagne after these three niggas win. That's not Swerve personality. Swerve what the fucking belts. So what are we doing? Like it's just too many niggas in that division.
Am I tripping or didn't Swerve have beef with Samoa Joe? Didn't he beat him for the title? Are we just going to ignore that? Are we just going to forget that happened?
Yes, we are.
And since we speaking of that, let's speak on the trios champ. I answer these questions. We answer these questions in a second. But let's talk about the trios matches. We really dived deep into it earlier. But Hook, it sucks that Hook is injured, because I wanted to see him with a championship other than that fake FTW title that nobody cares about. But them spots he took last week where he ended up throwing up, yeah, stay on TV. But Haas replacing him made a lot of sense. It was a good match too. And Samoa Joe choking out Moxley to get the win. Shibata choking out Claudio. Shibata's in a weird spot, I feel like, because he's really it feels like he's just a guy in AEW. And there's nothing wrong with that because it fits him right now. But I don't know. It just seems like he's just a guy there. But at least the Death Riders aren't the champions no more. They don't just need to get the title away from Moxley.
I think that was a good touch of having him get Moxley, because usually they'll protect him. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was a real nice touch.
Yeah, surprisingly, Will Yuta wasn't the one to take the pin. I sure thought he was taking the pin if they lost that.
Hold on, y'all. My nigga on screen. This nigga funny. Yo, this nigga got a tie with a button up on, with a fucking snapback on backwards, and a Cody Rhodes sweater, a Cody Rhodes gown on. This nigga's hilarious. But
I was gonna ask though, do y'all think Bryan Danielson coming back anytime soon? Because the match he lost to Swerve, because if he lost the Swerve match, he would have had to retire, but he won that match for whatever reason. So I'm assuming they still want to do something with him and with that story.
If not Christian, they'll put him with Edge to fight FTR. I can see that for whatever reason.
Put all three of them together. They got bad nicks.
Put the old niggas together, essentially.
Is Edge not injured?
He is. Storyline wise, the FTR, they took him out.
That was a good heel turn.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I was laughing the entire time.
But I'm saying, isn't the injury for real or no? Did he get hurt? Well, did he get hurt for real? I'm not how it happened, but I'm saying, didn't he get hurt for real?
Nah, they just wrote him off.
They just wrote him off.
I thought he got hurt, and then that's why they wrote him off. That's what I thought.
Nah, they trying to build them niggas up. I don't know. Like I said, Christian, either got to be Christian or just it's gonna be the most random nigga that you could think of gonna be his tag team partner, because he got to get somebody.
Yeah.
But
Jules said, like it or hate it, Moxley is a superstar. Someone's going to take the title off of him. They had to be an up and comer who's becoming a superstar, already made superstar. We just talked about like 3 guys that should have won the title off of Moxley. I don't know what you're saying here. It's Swerve, not an established guy. It's Christian and Edge, not established guys. That's why it makes it so hard to say, even if Will Ospreay or Kyle Fletcher win the tournament, it's even hard to have confidence in them winning that match.
Here go the Nick Wayne match now. Yeah, the nigga, bro.
It's established stars that could have beat him, and Moxley is winning all the time. And it's the same ending, mind you, with even dumber endings. Because the Young Bucks showing up, and somebody want to tell me, oh, it's because of what happened at Blood and Guts last year, and they didn't mention it in the promo. Why would I care?
Yeah, that shit was dumb, bro. I still don't. Even with that shit, I still don't really get the justification. I ain't gonna lie.
Because you're gonna say, well, it's because he didn't team with them at Blood and Guts last year. Number one, who cares? Number two, they didn't mention it in the promo, so that don't matter.
Better shit to be like, we ain't forget. Even though Hangman whooped his ass, fuck it, we still rocking with Hangman. They could have said some bullshit. They could have just, I don't know. They could have said anything else, bro. Because it's gonna be Civil War basically. Hangman and Swerve gonna join up, but that's a cool match. But like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Hangman and Swerve, I expect them to whoop the Young Bucks ass. The Young Bucks is like 140 pounds.
I wonder how long they're gonna build it, because that could be the Blood and Guts match this year. Because that's in July. But that's in July. I don't know if they're gonna stretch it out that long. And they could
make that shit double or nothing. Fuck it. May 25th is decent time from now.
Yeah. But they always do Blood and Guts.
Yo. Bro, this nigga just spit gum in this nigga face.
What you watching right now?
Collision.
Oh, okay.
Jules said Swerve has already been a champion. Edge and Christian don't need titles at their old age. Give it to someone like Hobbs. Hobbs, who also lost Jude. You weren't watching the product. Because you would have mentioned Jude. You would have mentioned Hobbs earlier. He also lost that match.
But say he got his ass whooped already, buddy.
Moxley has already been a champion. What are we talking about? This is like his third title reign. And this
I'm about to say.
Edge and Christian's been on the best run of his career, and he don't need it. You could have had Edge win and Christian cash in. Edge holding the title for 3 minutes. Don't nothing.
Fuck out of here. If Chris Jericho could be the fucking champion, why can't Chris? I would argue that Christian's heel work has been better in AEW than Chris Jericho's heel work. You could argue that. You can argue that because Christian, as the father shit, that shit was going crazy, bro. Stop it.
I don't know how they both. I don't know how Edge and either Edge or Christian got the strap the whole time. That's astonishing to me that wasn't automatic. If not one or the other, at least both. I mean, if not both, at least one or the other. The fact that both of them came and neither of them got the shit, that's really astonishing to me.
Or if you wanted to play more into the story, you could have had Edge win and Christian, he congratulate him. Like, he'd be on some whole ass shit. Then eventually, like, after 2 months, he cashed in on him. Like, Edge thinking they friends again. Easy cash in.
Niggas fought over that TNT championship. The TNT championship, they need to treat that shit like the IC belt, basically. That should be an elevation. Edge and Christian neither one of them niggas needed that TNT fucking belt.
No, but Willis said, how y'all feel about AEW losing Mariah May? Mariah May is a sellout. If she leaves AEW, it doesn't make sense at all. It wouldn't help her career. She isn't finna do nothing on WWE.
Not at all.
And I like Mariah May. She would be like a 5-time world champion in AEW if she stays there her whole career. She's gonna go to WWE and be in the mid card. They put Ethan Page in NXT. What do you think Mariah May's gonna do?
The same thing. She's not going to the main roster if she go over there. She going straight to NXT.
Kevin Knight for a tryout. Established name in Japan. They asked him for a tryout. And Mariah May think the grass is greener on the other side? Okay. Test it out and see what happens. Because she's going to regret it.
Look what they did to Toni Storm when she was over there. Treated her like garbage. Now look at her.
Am I tripping, or is the guys from the Dark State the same cats that's in LFG? Am I tripping?
Nah, I don't think Jay Cutler was he? Was that nigga? Cutler J, whatever the fuck his name is. I thought that nigga was a nigga that played for the Bears and shit. Cutler J.
That
I don't think so.
what's the one dude
Shaquan
named
nigga?
not Sugars? That nigga sells drugs for sure.
Nah, them niggas actually kind of cold, man. I ain't gonna. Oh,
Now
Jay
I
Cutler
like
is in LFG. Then
oh
what the? So why the fuck they do that? Then so LFG was filmed previously. I'm assuming.
so that was filmed last year. It had to be.
Yeah, it had to be.
It was. Let's look at some of these. You said now Edge and Christian would have made sense as champions. I swear, it's a lot of
But
people that
wait. What the fuck? But he did get the main title in WWE though. So what the fuck are we talking about? Wasn't Christian the world heavyweight champion, or was that in the fucking video game?
he was.
No, but he should get both, not one or the other.
I really don't get. I don't get I don't get the problem with them two winning the world title in AEW. It's not like
Ain't
they
nobody
finna
trying to
hold
see.
it for 2 years.
Now hold the fuck on. Hey, see, this is the shit I'm talking about. Ain't nobody trying to see old ass niggas as champions. In WWE,
You
niggas
do, Rick.
thirsty for John Cena to be champion, and niggas was sucking Goldberg dick when he won the Universal. So what the fuck? What do we talk like? What,
Well,
like,
how old is? Well, let's keep this in mind. Who Damian Priest hit his peak at 39. So
mm,
Jay Uso is hitting his peak at 39. Roman Reigns had his best run of his career. He's 39. He from 35 to 39. That's the best run of his career. A lot of
say
wrestlers now
nigga,
are hitting their peaks mid 30s.
you not old and resting till you like fucking 60 or some shit. Till you Ric Flair type shit, nigga. That's when it's kind of like, all right, bro. We get.
The
And
Sting,
even then, that nigga was still going crazy.
the Sting is the person we give an exception to because he was doing it forever. He never really took a break aside from that injury at the WWE because he was going for a while.
Y'all niggas is crazy, bro.
Where's the better young talent? You telling me? So who was having a better run than Christian was at
Just
that
they,
time?
when I say that just they don't have to have a run, but just it's like kind of like giving them the acknowledgement, like the same as Hall of Fame, like give them that rub, like you know. So when we run them stats, they was the so and so world champion, so and so world champion, and the so and so world champion. I mean,
Like if
they put a lot into the business. You know what I'm saying?
if Edge wins the title for 2 months, Christian cash in, hold it for 6 months. Who does that hurt?
Nobody.
I'm not
It's
saying they
like,
need to have some year-long reign. They just need to have it for a few months. Because number one, look at how much they did for the business, and number two, just the business in general. Just then look at the stuff they're doing for AEW. Look at what Christian Cage was able to do for the TNT title. Look at the stories he's been able to tell in AEW. Like Christian Cage hasn't had a bad run in AEW. He definitely deserves to be a world champion.
why have the nigga win the fucking contract? That's my thing. Okay, they shouldn't have the belt. Okay, they shouldn't have the belt. So why the fuck did he win the piece of paper then?
You said
AEW is too young to be having a money in the bank type of thing, and niggas losing the shit already. They need to. The contract needs to be 100% guaranteed the first couple of years. Then niggas can start losing on some stupid shit. Like, come on now.
you can't tell me there isn't better talent in AEW than Edge and Christian. That's not what we said. That's not what we said at all.
Niggas is crazy.
That is not the point that I was making. And that's definitely not what I said. Is there other talent better and younger than them? Yes. That's not the point. The point
Get
is,
him, Ed. Get him, Ed.
hey, just because you're more talented, does it make you better?
Don't. I was just about to say that shit.
Is Tracy McGrady a top 10 NBA player of all time based off of talent? Maybe. But based off of everything else, no. I'm not putting Tracy McGrady in the top 10. So think about that. It's other things than just having talent.
Is it not niggas more talented? Was it not niggas more talented than Roman Reigns? Is it not niggas more talented than Gunther that could have the belt too? What's
Is it,
like?
and I love Jay Uso, but is it not people more talented than Jay Uso is? It is, but at the end of the day, he has everything going for him. He has an over entrance. He's selling the merchandise. He's putting on solid performances. So it's like him winning and it's a surprise, which wrestling fans claim that they love until it's one of these nepo babies. Oh yeah, it's a problem with them. But if it's Randy Orton, then we don't say nothing about that.
Y'all niggas is being biased. Why are we giving it to old people when they have the best young talent? Does fucking WWE not have the best young talent? And they doing the same shit? What the fuck are we talking about?
Hey, let's talk about Austin Theory then. Because who was booking him? Vincent Kennedy McMahon was booking him great. And when Triple H took over, his career been downhill. So Austin Theory needs to pack his bags and go to AEW. Because he would actually get used over there. You want to talk about young talent? Look at how Kevin Knight is being used. You don't have to win every match to be a good wrestler. Like Kevin Knight, he's took like 2 losses, I think, since he's been on AEW. And he's having a solid run since coming over from New Japan. He's been on TV consistently. His first month on AEW, he was on a pay-per-view on the main card. He wasn't on the pre-show.
That young and old shit don't mean nothing in wrestling, bro. As we see, so much so they made a fucking third brand to send the young niggas down there because they not gonna do shit with the young motherfuckers until they get up more. That young and old shit don't mean nothing. It's about over. Who's Edge and Christian are more over than all them young niggas that y'all talking about. Respectfully,
You can't just be a world champion because you're young and have talent. Like, do you have charisma? What more do you bring to the table? Now, y'all gotta understand, we're talking about wrestling.
y'all gotta stop that nepo baby shit too, man.
I'm telling
Stop
you.
it, bro. Stop it, bro.
And Jay Uso is not trash. If he was y'all think because if Jay, all right, let's put it this way. If he was trash, would he be almost as over as the North Star of the industry, Cody Rhodes? Because he's nearly as over as him. If he was trash, would he be selling out merchandise sales? Selling out more than CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins, who are main eventing over him, by the way.
Hey, Weller, they did give Goldberg the fucking title when it was younger niggas better than him. They did, though. So what the fuck are we talking about? They gave him the title already. He's just not active right. If that nigga was active, I shit you not, he would be competing for the world championship against Gunther. If he was active. What are we talking? What?
I think it's a certain biases because y'all want to bring up the Nepo baby stuff with Charlotte and Jey Uso, but you don't want to talk about how David San Martino had a match at WrestleMania 1. You think he would have a match at WrestleMania 1 and Bruno wasn't his dad? But that's old, so we don't know about that, right? So you're going to use it for everybody.
Y'all like to talk that Nepo baby shit, motherfucker. If it wasn't for The Rock's grandmother, Vince McMahon would not fucking have shit, bro. Y'all have to, y'all really don't understand the historical significance of the talent that she gave this nigga for his fucking promotion, bro. Y'all really don't understand. So much so that the WWE, even when he's not there, they're in debt for life, nigga. There's never not going to be a Samoan nigga wrestling because she gave Andre the Giant, Junkyard Dog, all the motherfuckers came from her. So y'all niggas go play 2K25, play the fucking showcase, and go learn some history, bro. There's nothing you can do about that.
Jey Uso botches one dive, and all of a sudden he's a bad wrestler. A dive he's been hitting his entire career, and he botches one dive, and all of a sudden people turn on him. What sense does that make to me? Botches a spear. Doesn't everybody use a spear? Like, it's a problem with Jey Uso uses a spear, but everybody else does it, and it's not like everybody hitting the move perfectly. Because it's a lot of people that's not hitting that move correctly. Jey Uso not the only one. His spear might not look the fanciest, might not be the best, but you could argue that for a lot of people who use a spear. And Jey Uso,
I'm glad he got some type of impactful move though, because I don't like. Well, this is just my preference though. I don't really care too much for when people only finisher be some top rope, high impact shit. I like that as a bonus. I like to see somebody do some damage on the ground too. I don't like seeing people do the top rope shit. Exceptions like the frog splash when certain people.
I was just about to say that shit.
You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like I like to see some type of impact, some type of you know what I mean? And you can't get that from the top rope shit.
Or pair that shit with some. Do a DDT, then do the Jacob Fatu. See, Jacob Fatu shit, it's not just a regular shit. You know what I'm saying? It looks cold. And he do the fucking rope to rope shit too. So it's like, all right, cool.
But he got a lot of impactful shit anyway, though. Besides Jay Uso's besides the super kick, they don't have no. He don't really have no high, impact moves.
Y'all
You
niggas,
said
man.
those were two of some of the worst of all time when Goldberg buried Kevin Owens and the Fiend. Well,
Yes, but they did it, nigga. I'm not arguing that the shit was good. I'm saying they did exactly what you
y'all,
said that niggas don't do. They
y'all
did it
missing the
though.
point. Y'all missing the point. And Kevin Owens, even though I think he should have kept the world title, the universal title, he was fine ultimately. So the Fiend, not so much, but Kevin Owens survived it. So at least we got that.
Young niggas don't win all the time, bro. It's like it's a cycle of shit. Certain up and comers get the belt, then a veteran comes back and gets the belt. Then it's a cycle. Tiffany, I shit you not. If Tiffany Stratton loses that motherfucker, do not be shocked at WrestleMania. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm gonna keep it AEW, but just don't be shocked. And I don't want to hear none of that nepo baby bullshit, bro.
You ain't
Just,
ready, bro.
just
The
don't be shocked, bro.
You ain't
Ignite
ready.
She don't got it, nigga.
Ignite said the younger roster of WWE really should be world champions right now, so that's probably why they aren't built to be at that level.
Everybody
You
ain't
could,
got it, and
yeah.
it's okay. We want everybody to have it, but everybody not gonna have it. You know,
Edge
straight
was never
up.
the comp. All right, bro.
You said, wait,
Let me log off.
it's cool. Once Jay wins it, he's only holding it till the summer. Oh, that's not bad. A 4 month reign is not bad. If you can do it, right, a 4 month reign can be good. We don't need every champion holding it for a year. I don't want Jay Uso to have it for a year. I want him to hold it for 4 or 5 months. I don't really see what's so funny.
Braun
I
Breaker gonna
say
get a
two
ring.
pay-per-views. I'd say everybody good for at least 2 pay-per-views, bro.
I think he's holding it from WrestleMania to SummerSlam. Because I'm thinking, and they said they're not doing King of the Ring this year, so I'm thinking Braun Breaker, we
Who
want to
said
work.
that?
I seen a report today. It was a report that they not doing King and Queen of the Ring because they're gonna do Evolution, the all women's pay per view. They're
Oh
gonna do
my
part two of that.
god, bro. That's
That's why.
so stupid, bro.
That's why you can just and Jay Uso and Braun Breaker got a story already. That's why I'm hoping he loses WrestleMania because they can do that heading into SummerSlam. They could be a big SummerSlam program and have Braun Breaker win the world title.
They finally fixed King and Queen of the Ring because they made the shit mean something. Win the shit, you get an automatic title shot. That makes perfect logical sense. Because Braun Breaker shouldn't win no Money in the Bank because his character isn't I'm a sneaky and a cash on you character. Like, nah, bro, get at somebody who's gonna be sneaky. I don't want to see, hey, I got the briefcase. I'm challenging you at SummerSlam. No,
But
bro.
I
We
feel
want
like
a
with Braun Breaker,
surprise.
because Braun, he kind of is a tweener, so he could just be like, he could challenge Jay for the title straight up since they 1-1 against each other. I feel that would make more logical sense. I don't think him winning. I feel like if Dominic don't win at WrestleMania, they should let him get the Money in the Bank.
Braun's another guy. Like he really can't. You have to bury him in order to make him. You have to. It's got to be a purpose bury. Like they can make him at the top of the card whenever they really want to. He has that type of presence about him. You don't have to. Sometimes it's not a super difficult thing. They just give him a reason to say why he going salve and let him go salve, and that's it.
Hold up. How do we get from AEW to WWE?
They can't help it, bro. They can't help it. That's all people know
We were
sometimes.
supposed to be talking about the future of AEW. We talking about the future of WWE.
Say, speaking of the future, man, let's talk about All In, man. Tony Storm, Mercedes Moné. I think has the women's thing ever been the main event of All In? What was Tony Storm and Mariah? No, right? It wasn't the
Nope.
main event, right?
Nah,
I,
I don't think so.
I think Tony Storm, Mercedes Moné is a main event worthy match for All In.
Yeah, for sure. Because if any, have Moxley start the show. Because you don't send the fans someone like that again. Have the world title match start the show, which I wouldn't mind it because I don't think the men gonna have the same story as the women could build. However they do it.
Depending on who, I mean, if whoever
Kyle
wins
Fletcher
faces
win.
them at All In, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think if Kyle Fletcher wins, then that could be a good story. But we were Osprey, it's like it's nobody on your side to help you. So
You think they're gonna sell it out?
Yeah.
probably
What
because they
what they said it was?
Texas.
What was it? 70,000 in Wembley?
Yeah, I
I thought it
think
was high.
so, right?
But did they lie about the ticket sales? Because it was something weird with Wembley last year. I know they sold out 2 years ago, I think, but I don't know if they sold out last year. But they were close to it. I can't remember for real.
What's the WrestleMania sell out tomorrow if they sell out? Y'all know?
I I heard that WrestleMania sold 48,000 for night one and 51,000 for night two, and the stadium holds 60,000 people.
Mm.
You know damn well Triple H gonna come out and lie, bro. I'm
Because I
like, bro,
already
y'all
seen the
niggas really
reports
be
about the sales.
lying.
They
Yeah,
can they can't
he gonna
get
lie.
anything. If both nights to have 50,000 probably, but night two gonna have more because that's when Cena wrestling. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
people really hype for night one.
They
People not
definitely
hype
not
in
gonna
general,
be.
but and then you got to think that East. I thought about it again. That Easter Sunday in Vegas, that's Easter. So who really trying to go to a wrestling event on Easter?
You'd be surprised, but I mean, Vegas niggas in Vegas that live in Vegas don't celebrate Easter. They some degenerates, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean, if you're flying to WrestleMania year after year, you're wasting money. I'm
Here,
sorry. If it's not in
and
my
please,
city, I'm not going.
please pin this nigga comment, bro.
Which one?
The last one.
Oh,
So now, oh, see, this is what I'm saying. So now it's okay to lie about ticket sale. If AEW did that shit, look at these lying motherfuckers, booty ass y'all niggas is crazy, bro. Y'all niggas just
that
moving
did.
to go.
I think that did happen last year. 'Cause it was some. I heard something that it was a lie about how many tickets they sold, but the stadium looked sold out to me. So, with,
But Wembley Arena is a big ass state. The only shit that sells out Wembley is like Anthony Joshua and shit like that. Like niggas can't do that, bro. Come
they
on,
definitely
bro.
selling out soccer games in London, football games too. I don't think you're gonna sell out a wrestling show in overseas realistically, especially a football city. And they still had a
Yeah,
lot of ticket sales that year. So
I'm about to say WrestleMania. Yeah, they might. This might still be their highest gate because they charging all that money for them weak ass seats. Yeah, it might be. It might be.
They're gonna learn their lesson for sure. They're not gonna do that next year.
but TKO been raising prices heavy.
They're
I'm,
gonna learn. They try. You can't knock them for trying because I mean, shit. For all they know, wrestling's popping. Niggas might have been. They actually might have bit. You know.
Ignite said if the Mariah May match didn't main event, I don't know if there's a women match they'll get a main event to a big pay per view like that.
Mercedes Monet is bigger than Mariah May.
Exactly. Mariah
Way
May
bigger.
that's with Mercedes Monet. What are we talking about? They could definitely
Man.
make, and there has been women's. If I'm not mistaken, women have main evented before. It just hasn't. It just wasn't that match, and it wasn't at all in.
Tony Storm main evented before, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like
Not all
other,
in, but like
yeah, it's
yeah.
been other pay per views. You say what promotion is going to undersell themselves to the public crowd? Well, Triple H has been full of. He's just been full of lies. I'm not. I didn't talk about
It
it in the
ain't it,
chat.
it ain't about underselling. You don't gotta come out and announce that shit. They
You don't have to
announce
talk
it
about it at
because
all.
they hit the mark. He could do that shit at the press conference and be like, oh, the gate, well, we passed our gate. He don't gotta come out. This nigga comes out randomly in between matches and be like, we have 80,000. Like, he don't gotta do that this time if they don't do it, bro. Ain't nobody gonna be like, oh my gosh, we're so used to Triple H coming out. Where is this? Like, nobody care about that shit. I'm trying to watch
And,
niggas wrestle.
and mind you, there's a 3 hour pre-show for both nights. 3 hours. So you telling me they're gonna be playing pickleball? Because what are you doing in those 3 hours and not having a match?
If y'all niggas watch that shit, y'all are crazy. Y'all come to the real stream because I will be doing a pre-stream night one. So come to the real shit. Do not watch that bullshit, please.
The playoff game's gonna be on too. So I think the Lakers play on Saturday. Yeah, they
Look, speaking of main events, I think the tag team match is the main event for Collision tonight. It's on right now.
with Harley Cameron and
Who?
Mercedes.
Mm-hmm. I'm
What
gonna have to
match?
watch it again.
What matches have came on since you've been watching?
Nick Wayne for the Ring of Honor belt for the Ring of Honor TV Championship. Adam Cole, I ain't gonna tell y'all who to spoil it for the defend the TNT Championship. Roosh and all them the Spanish mask niggas against some random niggas. Megan Bain handicap match.
But
And some other shit.
we not just talking about the biggest event. We talking about pay-per-views in general. Like Mariah May and Tony Storm,
Grand
they can have
Slam.
that Australia main event, but that wasn't a pay-per-view. But there have been women to main event pay-per-views. Just
I mean,
not all.
Grand Slam was popping though. Grand Slam was sold out.
Grand Slam was good.
Grand Slam was jumping. What we talking about?
That's when Collision started to pick up. Once they put on that episode of Grand Slam, that's when Collision started to pick up.
I wonder why they keep putting Mercedes Moné, Mariah, and Harley Cameron together.
I'm
I'm trying
telling
to see.
they
might have to circle back. They're gonna circle back with them going against each other. I think.
It's ironic that niggas are complaining about the bill for Mania, but acts like AEW doesn't do the same thing. Well, that's not true because people say the same thing about AEW all the time. And how
I'm about to say.
I don't know what side of the internet you're on, and the reason why people are complaining this year is because Triple H lied after 40 and said 41 is going to be bigger than 40. That's realistically not possible because the Triple H. What do you think Triple H did with Stephanie for their 40th anniversary? It wasn't. It was definitely bigger than their 41st. Now think about it. He shouldn't have came out and said that, but the bill has been lackluster. The bill should be better for WWE, for WrestleMania especially. But people definitely had that complaint with AEW. We can't be making this comparison all the time. Like these companies are so different from each other.
Drastically different.
We got to look at them compared to themselves. Look at how they did. We should be comparing the bill of 41 to 39, not 40.
But one company should know better. That's my issue. Y'all need to give AEW. AEW is about to be a 6-year company. WWE has 41 WrestleManias. So I don't logically understand how people could be, because when TNA was around, niggas was not doing that to TNA, bro. Niggas was giving TNA their grace because they knew that it was drastically different and it was way smaller. But for some reason, because this nigga's a billionaire, bro. Okay, what that just because you got money don't mean you making a good product. Like I don't understand that shit.
I mean, that's cool, but still, when you think about it, a 40 is supposed to be bigger than 41. That's why I'm looking at the 41 build and comparing it to 39. That's what's like, if it's getting worse than 39, that's why it's a problem. It's not because of what happened at the build to 40. It's because this build is worse than what they did for 39, and they had random matches too.
No, you know why 41 not bigger? Because we didn't get Roman versus The Rock. That's why. And niggas thought we were gonna jump right into that segment because Roman lost
3 times already.
That's why it's nothing they could. I don't care who came back. I don't care who's facing who. You can't have a bigger WrestleMania than 40 if The Rock isn't having a match with Roman Reigns. That's why. We basically promised that. If you think about it.
And really,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm hella surprised The Rock ain't never came on to the show. You know what I'm saying? Like
Raw, not one time.
Like I'm surprised if that happened.
If he don't come to WrestleMania and walk John Cena out or interfere, I don't know, bro. I can't defend it no more. I don't know what to say, bro. I can't. That's a waste. I'm sorry. That's a waste of a moment. Because what's the reason? So now I'm going back to, so why are you The Rock's champion, John Cena? You got everything that he got already. You're an actor. You got money. You got followers on Instagram. So now I'm kind of like, if he don't help you, then why? It's just about getting 17, or is it some Hollywood shit?
Ignite said, I think this card is better than 40 in the build. I don't know. You got to move the I and the U. I don't know if that's a hot take. The main events last year build was better, but even the rest of the card was just fine. 41 has not. Now the build to 40 was really good. 41 has not been that great. Both of the main events and both of the triple threats have been built bad in my opinion because they aren't. It's more history they can explore with both of those feuds, but they just aren't. Like Rhea, Io, Bianca, they have so much history in NXT that they didn't even tap into. Like CM Punk not mentioning how he never thought Roman was the guy, how he didn't want him to be in the Shield. I don't know how that doesn't get mentioned. I don't care about Paul Heyman.
Both triple threat matches should be one-on-one matches. I think that's what the issue is. But I think people are forgetting that the build with the bot. He actually kind of right. The build with the middle of the card down is not that drastically different because think about 40 right. LWO versus Legado was hella random. Final Testament versus Pride, like those builds happened within the span of like 3 weeks.
The
It's
Final
just I mean,
Testament.
and this year is the same.
Now the Final Testament and the Pride, I like that build.
That build was short. It was short though. Like they want the builds to be this long term storytelling. Basically every match this year was kind of like you saw a hint of it maybe a month or two ago, and then they solidified. Like the Roman Seth CM Punk thing happened at Royal Rumble, but we didn't get to why they're gonna have a match until like a month ago. Like Roman was off TV, Seth was doing this thing, and CM Punk and Seth had a match. Like
I feel like they should have did what you said about Io. Have Rhea take her out after have her get the title back, so you can have her excuse to take her out of WrestleMania. Then do Bianca and Rhea. Then once Io come back, you can build a story with her and Rhea. Then leading up to her getting the championship. Like you could have had Io win the Royal Rumble next year if you did it right.
that would have been a great heel move having Rhea win the belt right from Io. Fans would have been upset, and Rhea is best when she's healed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think Jey Uso only won the Royal Rumble because Ilya was hurt. I was for sure thinking it was Ilya and Gunther at WrestleMania.
You gotta stop that.
Now I had Ilya win the Royal Rumble since like May last year.
They ain't ready for the day. That's gonna happen. Well, it's gonna happen now, but not for the best. They're gonna have a match though. I mean,
I don't want to see it without the belt.
nope. Bro, Triple H don't respect a lot of history like that, bro. Even if it's NXT UK, it's no way. If it
And
was regular NXT, yeah.
if they wasn't doing that at WrestleMania, I was definitely expecting it on the pay per view. Because I was sure thinking he would have won the Royal Rumble if he was healthy. But I don't know why he wasn't on TV. You have him wrestling on a house show and he get hurt. Why is he not on TV?
Fantasy booking is a part of fandom. It ain't that people think they could do better than the pros. It's that, bro. It's a thin line between something that's actually nonsense. Because trust me, I've seen a lot of nonsense fantasy booking, but it's a lot of real life booking that just doesn't make sense. It's not about being better. It's about logic. And about the story. It's wrestling is about the story, bro. The wrestling in ring, nigga. We could learn how to wrestle in a couple years. It's about the story. We're not blaming wrestlers, nigga. Like
I think I could book a lot of the show.
I'm glad you brought that up, Black Couch, because I think I watched this shit last night on TV. You and in Ricky the Shadow. I think y'all should make a series out. That was really good, bro. If I wasn't like I was watching it and I was like, they seem like they're two characters. I just missed an episode or some shit. Like I don't know. I know y'all don't wrestle, but I don't know if y'all want to just promo each other or have other cats try it too, or fucking do the promos and do the match part in 2K. You know?
Yeah. Nah, he making a series out of it. Him and well, it ain't a lot of people.
That was good, bro.
Him and Dave next, I think. For sure. Everybody in the family gonna do it. And then, we're gonna start doing fatal 4-way promos. Everybody gonna get it popping. So we definitely all gonna do it together for sure.
Yeah, that was really good, bro.
Shit, I had to mix in my Carmelo Hayes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who? I said, who could I draw inspiration from? So let me do a Carmelo Hayes character.
You seen it, Ed? Did you like it?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I drew it. I was at the bus stop. I was waiting on the city bus. I enjoyed that. No, but let me address this. You said they can't physically turn Rhea heel. John Cena turned heel. So if John Cena can turn heel, you convince me that nobody else can? Rhea Ripley works the best.
Wait.
First off,
why does her hype die down? At the height of her hype was when she was a heel with the Judgment Day. Her hype died down when she became Rhea Hogan, as they say. That's when her hype died down.
The bloodline was a heel faction getting cheered. So that does not matter. If John Cena can turn heel, you can't convince me anybody else can't be a heel. You think I'd be surprised if Jey Uso turned heel after WrestleMania? No.
I'm ready for that nigga to be. I'm gonna be happy when he win, but I kind of miss the Usos. I think when he loses, I think if the New Day wins and still got the belt, I think I need to see one more New Day versus Usos for the one time.
Yeah.
Wait, is Chris Statlander and Julia Hart is in the finals on the other side?
No,
No, right?
it's Chris
Jamie
Statlander
Hay-
and Jamie Hayter.
So why was okay? I gotta watch this with the sound on because you'll see tomorrow at the end of the show like something weird happened. But okay, Jamie Hayter better not be no damn Chris Statlander. Stop it.
Yeah. So that'll mean Chris Statlander and Mercedes.
Monet.
Yeah.
She gonna win, bro. It just makes sense, but I do want her to drop the TBS title before All In. I'm not gonna lie. I don't need. She don't need to. If they want to break Jay Cargill record, cool. Because Jay Cargill, what 600 days?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mercedes don't need it that long. She needs the world title now.
She got like 500 something, right?
No.
Just like her, bro. She could easily be Jake from her AEW. Just looking at that, she can be for real box office. Like you don't just because she's a little rusty in the ring, you just protect her and she just need to get better at them promos, bro. She got enough skill, look, and dominance to where she ain't gotta do all that extra shit. She fucked bitches up. She looked good while doing it, and that's it. That's all you gotta do with that. You know what I'm saying?
I thought Mercedes was like 300 days for the title. I could
It's
be wrong.
327.
Yes.
I added the New Japan shit. She 297. So I added them shits together, but that shit don't work like that.
Drew,
Yeah,
in Puerto Rican MF Doom is insane.
that's hilarious. But this nigga Jew smoking. But now Jay Cargill, we're gonna see what they think about Jay Cargill after WrestleMania. We're gonna see. That's night one, right? Her versus Nate. I think that's night one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, people sleeping on night one card is actually pretty decent. If you really look at what they doing for night one, like I think night one card is actually kind of decent. I ain't gonna hold you.
Ignite
The new day matches was throwing me off a little bit.
The thing is, Rhea doesn't have a range. She works better as a heel, but what does she actually do different? It's like Tony Storm in a way. She started the timeless run as a heel, but they loved her. And you can be a heel and be loved by the fans. These fans are idiots anyways.
The first part I do kind of agree with. She really don't do shit different as a heel than face. I'm not gonna lie.
That's exactly why she's not a face. Like how all these wrestlers that are heels and now faces, it doesn't make sense. CM Punk isn't a face based off the fact that you trashed WWE for 10 years. So I don't know how WWE fans feed into this.
Yeah, CM Punk, man. Roman definitely not a face.
Yeah, Roman's not a face either. Like his character.
If you think about it, there's no face. And there's no face in that match. Seth Rollins not a face.
I don't know what Seth Rollins is. I don't even know if he's a heel. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, Jew, you just talking out your ass. Maxine Dupree is not better wrestler than Jade Cargill. Bro, y'all niggas crazy, man.
Ignite said Maxine botched the damn pin.
Doing the caterpillar, she better than Jade Cargill. You crazy. Jade Cargill put a whooping on Naomi. She had a good match against Liv Morgan. Wait, yeah. Is Liv Morgan. Wait, stop it, bro. Come on. She gonna show you, bro. I predicted this. I said, watch, her and Naomi gonna have a banger match, and watch people still not gonna give her credit. They're gonna say Naomi carried. I guarantee it. I'm calling it now. I'm calling right now.
I think Damian Priest and Drew Sin City Street Fight. That could be the match.
That's night 1 too, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
And that might be night 2. Oh, let me check.
I think that the IC title match night. If that night 2,
yeah, the Sin City Street Fight is night 2.
Oh my gosh!
And the IC title match is night 2 as well.
What the fuck is going on?
And that's the women's triple threat.
Yeah, that's night 2. That's kind of. I think that's kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie.
Randy Orton match is probably that night too, assuming he wrestles. If Randy Orton don't wrestle, that wouldn't make sense.
Cause why? My thing is, you put both of the Royal Rumble winners on night one. What? That don't make sense to me. The
Neither one of
Elimination Chamber should have been on night one.
yeah, that would have made more sense. But night two, not bad either.
No, night two. If you the AJ Styles and Logan Paul could have been night one, and you could have changed that with. Because night two is like back to back to back to, and then you got AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I don't think that's going to hit like these other matches. These other matches is crazy. The women's tag team championship match could have been night one, low key, and Jay Cargill and Naomi could have been night two, maybe.
Yeah, and then you got Rey Mysterio and El Grande Americano could have been a Raw main event.
That's a stupid fucking match, bro.
I don't know why that's on WrestleMania. The Street
Bailey and
Profits.
Lyra not winning.
I would have been more interested in the Street Profits and who they beat, DIY. I would have been more interested in a rematch between them than the New Day and the War Raiders.
Oh, I'm gonna talk about that before Saturday. Don't worry, coming soon. Cause that shit pissed me off. That's coming soon, baby.
It won't.
The thing about it is the War Raiders, they show that they can actually play a character. So that's the weak part about it. Because if I hadn't seen, because remember they started
The
kind of being
Vikings and
human and
shit.
was funny and shit. If I didn't think that they could do that, they should have a whole for real program, not just a consecutive matches, but they could have a hell of little shit going on between these two teams that they was booked right.
He said Bailey and Lara winning would be the dumbest thing they could do at WrestleMania. That would make me more mad than AJ Styles losing, actually. Because what's the point of having a double champions in a stacked tag team division? I mean,
Liv Morgan gonna get her WrestleMania moment, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah, but I do. But poor Jade and Roxanne, she'll win those titles.
The War Raiders, bro, they should have made them like some Sons of Anarchy type shit and let them come out on motorcycles. They could have made them niggas way cooler, bro. I'm sorry. That would have been tough. They come out on some motorcycles down the ring. They're a biker club now or something like.
Oh, so all the specialty matches on night two. I just realized that. Because you got the street fight, the fatal 4-way, the triple threat, and those are all on night two. Okay.
That Rey Mysterio match is some bullshit. I'm sorry. That shouldn't be. That's not a WrestleMania match. Him versus Chad. I'm happy for Chad. Whatever the fuck. I'm happy for him, but that's not a WrestleMania. That's a pre. They need to bring back the pre-show for WrestleMania. That's a pre-show WrestleMania match.
I didn't mean to say stacked tag team division. I meant to say stacked women's division. But okay.
But who fought it? Wait. See, here we go. They haven't defended it in 2 months ago. Who fought is that? Nigga, it's not the women. The women do have a stacked tag team division, actually. Metaphor. You got NXT got most of them. Yes, I'll admit that.
Hayden Carter and Katana Chan should have won that match.
They still got PF. They still got Pure Fuse Collective and low key Natalia and Maxine Dupree as a tag team actually makes sense. And what they could have did was some Rocky and Creed type segment to build that up. Like Natalia's training her in the dungeon. They could have had a video package every week, and now Maxine just started wrestling seriously. Because obviously Maxine could really wrestle. She's wrestling like a dummy because that's part of her character. So if she just snapped out of nowhere and start really wrestling, that would actually make logical sense. You think, right? That would make sense, right? Or pull a fast one, pull a Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez out of nowhere. Just be. You could have did anything.
Well, the problem with this is they got rid of the tag titles. We not introducing them. We got rid of. Most of these people he kind of just broke down the NXT women's tag team division. So why do you think TNA is using NXT's women's tag teams to help build up their tag team division? That's how good it is.
They're not over. Okay, if they're not over, what y'all want to do then, bro?
They're not over.
According to y'all, nobody's over. So just get rid of the fucking belts. Get rid of all the belts then.
Okay, they're not over. So Monday Night Raw comes on 7 o'clock for me. And they say it's a 3-hour show. It ends at 9:35. I thought it was a 3-hour show. So you telling me you can't spend 25 minutes to have a few other women's matches? You could use 18. Because you're gonna need a few minutes for the entrances, and you got to get your commercials in. So you're telling me you can't have Caden Carter and Katana Chance wrestle Pure Fusion Collective? Why am I seeing WWE post a episode of Main Event when Lyra and Zoe Stark are wrestling? You telling me Zoe Stark can't be on Raw? How's she gonna get over if she's wrestling when everybody getting their snacks? You getting your snacks for Main Event coming on? How's she supposed to get over?
Y'all think everybody's supposed to have a fucking Jey Uso reception and get these loud ass pop, bro? Everybody is not a superstar, bro. Y'all confusing over with superstars, mega stars, marquee people, bro. That we have mid card and low card divisions for a reason. They are needed for the progression of the show. The women's tag team championships is not a marquee championships. They're a middle to low championship. So Liv Morgan and Raquel might be of higher value than the other women's tag teams, but that don't mean that the other women's tag teams ain't shit in comparison to the position that they're in. Y'all niggas think everybody gotta be a superstar. No, that's why it's called a mid card.
You said we're talking about the main roster. It's NXT, not a part of WWE.
Thank you, Groblin. Thank you. Not everyone needs to be over, bro. And in fact, you don't get over until they put you over. So how could Katana and Kaden get over if they never compete for the tag team championships and win?
And the one time they did win the titles, did they even get a rematch after they lost? I don't remember them getting the rematch. And they were doing actual solid stuff in the mid card. You said TNA uses NXT tag teams because they have two tag teams. Well, whose fault is that? Well, whose fault is that? You think TNA is just using NXT talent just because? No, they're doing it for a reason. Why you? Would you not take advantage of that relationship? Like, the key to these promotions being successful is using each other. Look at New Japan and AEW now. That's why WWE and TNA had a partnership, because their styles fit each other. And so they're using their tag teams to help build their tag team division up. Because if they wanted to, they could have extended the story with the Elegance brand and Spitfire. They really could have, because it wasn't a bad story. And they chose not to. They were still kind of going, but they brought other tag teams into it.
Well, just to say this, so okay, but what would Bailey? Okay, there's no women's tag team, but what does Bailey and Lyra winning the tag team championships do? Then who do they face? Then when they face the Pure Fusion Collective, then y'all gonna say, oh, they facing some jobbers. So what do you want then? Because that's the only other team that can face them.
Hold on, then Julia and Stephanie Valkyrie, who are both faces, fight each other on NXT. So we can do face versus face, but we can't do heel versus heel. Come on now. This is wrestling we're talking about. Somebody gonna get cheered.
I'm about to say, come on, man, y'all tripping, bro. We did Liv versus Nia, and then Liv became a face for one night only. What are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. It's not the wrestler's fault most of the time, because you have to put these people on TV.
D Money was good.
Well, that's on WWE, because they do have the talent. Like, there's a lot of talented women on the roster, and they could do a lot with them, but they aren't utilizing the time wisely. The last 25 minutes are all not being used. The constant ads on SmackDown, and it's egregious. I see a match start, then you do the entrance, 1 minute into the match, it's a commercial. The constant amount of ads is terrible.
I got a question. Why seem like everybody's so damn combative? God damn.
But every point a nigga make, bro.
Every single time. Like, God, you don't agree with shit? Like it's a political debate or some shit. I don't know.
It really did turn into a debate. Like, we went from talking to AEW and now we're just talking WWE for whatever reason.
I'm about to say, man, fuck WWE, nigga. It's Thursday. WWE don't come on Thursday, from what I know. Maybe it do. I'm tripping, but
you said,
yeah, man.
And Lara winning on Sunday would accomplish two things: getting Roxanne and Corey to the main roster, Bailey turning on Lara. If you are 1-1 in a match, then you have a reason to get a third match. You don't have to turn. I don't think Bailey turning really makes any sense right now. Because, I mean, she's better fit as a heel, but what do they do for her right now? Like, they can have a third match. And it'll be fine. But
Hey
Rock,
OG, I was waiting for him to say that this don't make any sense. He ain't said it in a long time. I was waiting for it. It really don't though.
it doesn't. Like Roxanne and
Ain't
Cora
gonna
Jade.
hold back, bro. Ain't nobody getting on you. We just that's your shit. You ain't gotta withhold it.
Yeah,
Not
that,
that
that's that's the catch. You gotta get a shirt with that shit, nigga. That's the catchphrase. Shit don't make no.
shit might as well. Because that shit is
This
egregious. It don't make sense at all. But
you
Roxanne and
gotta
Cora
change
Jade,
it though.
Roxanne and Cora Jade, one of the titles I do like. Bailey turning on Ladra, that's utter stupidity. What's the point of them winning the tag titles just for a turn 2 nights later?
Yeah, Corey not ready for the main roster yet. By the way, just to throw that out there. I mean,
I think
you know,
I think if they win the tag team titles, then they fluctuate between NXT and main roster. It could help her get over and get to that point where she is ready for the main roster. Because I think Roxanne ready, but they not. She's not getting away from Cora Jade. It's already looking that way because she's not really able to do anything on her own right now. Like you could have had Charlotte interfere and have Roxanne win, but they gonna have her in the tag team division. I think they can help her get ready for the main roster. Them having a tag team title reign. You said Bailey turning makes plenty of sense. It was cheese. Just because it's cheese doesn't mean it makes sense.
Hey, side note: does Julia Hart have any relation to the Hearts or no?
nah.
You said how would you book then? I have a real tag team win the gauntlet match.
Bro, no, I think because you got Liv Morgan and Raquel Hill, any face tag team in that match would have made sense. Even Natalia and Maxine would have. It would have been. We know they're gonna lose, but it would have been like a people would have cheered because Maxine is a dumb, goofy baby face at WrestleMania. Y'all want to talk about over? She would have got a pop doing the worm at WrestleMania just to have something fun and just have Liv Morgan win. You know, so I mean, I would have been fine with that. That's a little bathroom break match. And let Liv Morgan get her WrestleMania moment and then move on.
I did like the idea of the Secret Herbis winning, but it's just because Chelsea Green not at Mania, so I don't really see the point in doing it. Like you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have them be in that match, have all three of them be in WrestleMania and have matches, then hold the titles up. But
That's
Chelsea
facts.
Green not being at Mania, that's I really don't get it. But like, how are you gonna establish the women's mid card titles if they're not at WrestleMania?
I agree.
What y'all got? What y'all got for the NXT women?
I got Jada Parker.
Yeah, I got Jada Parker too.
You want her to win, or you genuinely think she gonna win?
I think she winning.
I think she's gonna win because Jordan Grace could lose and just go straight up. I don't think she needs to be NXT champion. And then Stephanie and Julia could just have matches. They don't gotta fight for the belt. If they just have a regular match, that's good enough to be on the PLE. Jada Parker, if she wins, that gives more opportunity to people like a Kalani, the Soul Rukas and all of them because don't nobody want to see them face like Stephanie Valkyrie and Julia because don't nobody think they could beat them. But if Jada Parker faced them, people won't think that, oh, okay, this is actually even match. But the rest of them, nah, I don't. Julia and Stephanie Valkyrie is too advanced to be facing them.
Yeah, I I don't get this either. Why they fumbled the Roxanne and Bailey feud? They just like they started. That would have been an easy number one contenders match. The winner faced Lara at WrestleMania. You have Roxanne win, then you move. Then that's how you get her on the main roster. Or you could have did the triple threat match and just have Roxanne win there and pin Bailey in the match. That way you can do Roxanne and Lara straight up.
Yo, D Walk, what's going on, bro? What's good with you?
You must not have seen Chelsea Green and Lucha Underground. We won't get into that.
Say, man, but I'm about to be about the building, man. Get ready for sleep. So I can wake up, hit the gym.
I'm finna end it now. I was not expect for us to go for an hour and a half.
Word up, but man, y'all make sure y'all tune in. No, we do. I'm doing a pre-stream Saturday before WrestleMania, probably like five to six. So, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully the family come through. Make sure y'all come through, man.
OG, you got anything to say before we head out?
Hope y'all like the video. Share it. Drop some comments. Let us know what y'all think. Subscribe to my channel, Expert Level Wrestling, and follow me on Instagram, Expert Level Wrestling too.
Yeah, for sure. Peace out. This was a great stream. Have a great night, y'all.